You want to be 180?
I was 185 in college.
Yeah, but weren't you a swimmer or something?
I played water polo, and I was much stronger, so I lost all the muscle.
Water polo is like everybody else would drown, and then there's water polo players. So there's a ton of respect to you guys.
Water polo's very own Doug Kazarian co-hosting ESPN Radio with Ryan Russillo, and the guys giving some love to water polo. Great video there from last week. Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new Counterattack brought to you by The Rudy Project and XX2I. Greg Mescall here with you this week, and we start things off first with men's national team action. The roster for Team USA has been announced for the upcoming FINA Intercontinental Tournament. Poor guys, they've got to go to the Gold Coast in Australia. Beautiful spot to play some water polo. Some names you know from Rio 2016, a couple of Alexes. Alex Obert and Alex Rolsa lead this relatively young squad into action, featuring some excellent stars of the college game, not just last season, but in the last couple of seasons. Names you recognize like Johnny Hooper and Max Irving, along with Alex Wolf from UCLA. Guys that were on the national team a couple of years back and took part in FINA events, returning Nolan McConnell along with Matt DeTrain, among others. They will start things off on April 25th against Japan, take it all the way up to April 30th. Here's a look at the schedule of who they'll be meeting. We'll have full results at usawaterpolo.org. Best of luck to Coach Adovicic and Team USA as they get ready to compete down under. And we keep it with men's water polo. The National League extended schedule continues with the Fisher Cup coming this May 20th through the 21st at UC San Diego. The 4 club teams from the National League, including the champions, the New York Athletic Club, alongside the Olympic Club, Alumni, and LA Athletic Club, will be joining other competing teams, including some excellent college squads. All the schedule information available at usawaterpolo.org. We'll have highlights of that event and the first and third place matches right here on the Counterattack. More international water polo to talk about. The FINA Women's Intercontinental Tournament. We told you about this event earlier on the Counterattack. UC Davis will play host this May 2nd through the 7th. We announced the roster. Here's a second look at the athletes that will be competing. Similar to the men in that the college school year is still underway, so they have to go with some younger athletes in addition to some veterans like Melissa Seidemann, the two-time Olympian that will lead Adam Krikorian's squad into action. Their schedule looks like this. Again, the action starts May 2nd. Live streaming will be available for the final 3 days of competition. That'll all be available at facebook.com/USAWP starting May 5th. If you're in the Davis area, come out and attend the event. A great chance to see high-level women's international water polo right here on U.S. soil. And now more national team news, but outside of the pool, goalie Ashleigh Johnson was a finalist for the AAU Sullivan Award. Unfortunately, one of the few honors she didn't win this year. Congrats to volleyball player Lauren Carlini on getting the honor. Wisconsin Badgers in the house. But in the meantime, Ashleigh and the fellow finalists got a chance to tour New York City and spend some time at one of the city's iconic landmarks, the Empire State Building. Here's a couple of photos here. So congrats to Ashleigh again for being a finalist, coming up just short on the Sullivan Award. Much appreciation to everyone in the water polo community for casting your votes for Ashleigh. Now let's talk Junior Olympics. The world's largest water polo tournament is coming to Orange County this July, and we are under 100 days to go. You might have seen the countdown clock at usawaterpolo.org last week. It officially fell under 100 days, and the march is on to the JOs in 2017. Visit usawaterpolo.org/Junior Olympics for all the information. Use the hashtag 2017JOs when you're talking about the big event, and we're looking forward to seeing you on the pool deck this summer. And now we turn to women's college water polo, where no one can hang on to the #1 spot in the land. A week after #1 USC had their record win streak halted by Stanford, now #1 Stanford lost to UCLA over the weekend 10-9. Cody Hill scoring 3 goals and making things very interesting as we come down to the end of the regular season this week and then conference tournaments to follow. A lot of big-time water polo going on. And now let's check in with our college scoreboard, brought to you by Cap 7. USC back on the winning track. They defeat Cal 6-3. Long Beach State edging UC Santa Barbara 8-7. That one went to sudden death in overtime. Golden Coast Conference seems like every week we are getting a close overtime game You know their postseason tournament is going to be one to watch. And now we head East Coast. VMI, the Virginia Military Institute. The Keydets having their best season in program history. They took down another competitor in the MAC conference, defeating Marist 17-15 in OT. VMI will be the 3 seed heading into the MAC tournament coming up later this month. Congrats on their great season thus far. And then back west, Cal State, East Bay, and Sonoma State mixing it up in the WWPA, and it's East Bay getting the win 8-5. And now we look ahead to water polo on TV this weekend. This is always a good matchup, but it's a much different story when so much is on the line. Final game of the regular season, USC at UCLA, the Crosstown Splashdown live on the Pac-12 network this Saturday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It'll be on the Pac-12 LA channel. Make sure you check that out. And then looking ahead to the NCAA Championship, if you're not going to be in Indianapolis come May 12th through the 14th, make sure you check out the live streaming at ncaa.com. And now we get into our social media send-off. It's the way we end the program every week by sharing the best of what you have shared on the internet. Get involved. It's up to you. Use the hashtag counterattack. Tag us at USAWP. And we jump right in this past Sunday, Easter Sunday. Water polo folks showing off their artistic skills. Nice job here from Carice A. on Twitter. After that, Olympian Alex Bowen. He's competing in Europe. He won't be taking part in the event in Australia. Still playing for his Hungarian-based squad, MVLC. They got a big win over the weekend. NBA playoffs started this past weekend, and Tucker points out how great would it be to have LeBron James in the pool. Check out the dry pass here from King James. Guy's got an arm, that's for sure. We're always interested in water polo games and unique bodies of water. Ross Sinclair poses the question, how about one of the swimming pools at the Hearst Castle? I like the idea, a very regal setting for the game of water polo. Water polo, it's the oldest team sport in the Olympics. We've told you that before. Check out this comparison to see how far the game has come. On one side, 1908. On the other, modern day. It's come a long way. And in the meantime, enjoy some of this old-timey music. And now we jump into the Flop Friday scene. The submissions continue to pour in, and the competition is getting fierce. Folks taking it next level. Here's Peter Trin on the running start off the block and into the water. Check it out a second time and listen to the audio.
Belly flop.
Now, where does that audio sound familiar from? Any old school fans might remember the time Will Ferrell took one of those tranquilizer darts to the neck. Remember this?
You're crazy. You're crazy, man. You're crazy. I like you. But you're crazy. I feel tired.
And now our youngest Flop Friday participants, Splash Ballers getting in the mix. You're never too old or too young to Flop Friday. Now we go to Evanston Township High School in Illinois. It's a full team flop. Nice job here. And then last but not least, Lindsay, perhaps our most creative Flop Friday in that we've never seen this one before. Getting things popping for the weekend with the addition of a balloon getting flopped. Nice job here from the Can't Be 195 Twitter account. And that is the best of what we have seen this week on our social media send-off. Don't forget to get involved. Use the hashtag counterattack. And if you're going to do a Flop Friday, make sure you use the hashtag Flop Friday. It's the only way we're going to find these videos. Keep sending them in. We'll share them right here. That will do it for this week's episode of The Counterattack. Thanks so much for watching. And don't forget, when you're on The Counterattack, look weak side.